how did you get into comic books? Was it something that you got into when you were a little girl and you read Marvel and DC and it just hooked you? So how did that come about?
So I had two older brothers, and growing up, they had a large collection of comics. As you can tell behind me, we're collectors of many things, and they had a lot of Superman and Shazam and just Supergirl, all these different comics. And so I, being the annoying sister, would five-finger discount them and go read them in my room and then have to fight my way to, get more. But I really enjoyed that. Losing yourself in a fantasy world of superheroes kind of started it all. And growing up in the country, there's not a lot of entertainment. So that, losing yourself in your mind doing that was a lot of fun. So that's pretty much a thank you to my brothers.
So with that being said, you mentioned a couple titles that they did. Was there any titles that really, back then, really, what do I want to say, hooked you to where you were a big fan of? I know you said Shazam, but were there any titles that weren't necessarily your brothers at one point that you got hooked into?
No, just really all the Supermans more than anything. I really embody that mentality that there's a superhero in all of us. I know you've heard that say, that's cliche, but to me that really means something. And just someone you can relate to, I guess you could say, that really gets me. Now, I will tell you, I watched a lot of Wonder Woman reruns, not when it was on. I'm not that old. But I watched a lot of Wonder Woman on television. And I really, attached to her. Now, I will tell you, when I was 11, I can remember sitting in the movie theater and watching Batman and was hooked on, Michael Keaton, his character, and Jack Nicholson, the Joker. So titles as far as the comic goes, just all of those, DC, some Marvel, but Superman was mainly my main comic books that I got a hold of. I wish I still had those actual books today because they would be worth a fortune. So